Welcome back everyone. Today let's talk about how I draw a female character. Again, to be honest, I didn't expect my last video to do that well, so I've decided to make a second part of that video because in the last video I only talked about how I construct a female character and how I pose the character, and I did not go into any details such as anatomy or anything like that. So in this video I'm going to talk about all of those. Actually, I don't know because it's going to take a very long time to cover every single part of a body, so let's do as much as I can. Okay, so let's start with the head. Of course, this is how I usually draw heads. I just use the Loomis method. Okay, like so, and then I will connect the cheek to the chin. Ears are just below the brow line, which is this line right here, and then I from the brow line to the chin I divide it by 2, which is right here, which I call this the nose, and then from the brow to the nose I divide again, which I call this the eyes, and the same from the bottom right here I call this the mouth, like so. If I draw in the details, it will look something like this. The nose, the mouth, and I'm just drawing the face shape again. Ears, and that's pretty much it. That's how I usually draw the head. I will add in the brow too. Now, yeah, the face is kind of weirdly because I'm drawing a bit too quick. And again, the neck is thin because I'm drawing a female character, and it depends on the age of the character too. If the character is like very little, like a toddler or like middle schoolers, the neck would be very thin, so to indicate their cuteness and youngness. But if they are grown up, I would draw it with a bit thicker neck, not too thick, because if it's too thick it would look like a male character. So there's that. Okay, so that's just basic head. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you put it into practice. So I would usually draw in a triangle in the middle, so I know how far the eyes should be, how far apart the eyes should be. So if you guys didn't know, I really hate drawing hair. But I would try my best to draw the best hair you can ever ask for. So let me just get it out my hotel reference sheet. There you go, I found hotel's reference sheet. So the hair, it's something like this. Keep in mind that this is not a tutorial, it's just me trying to show you guys how I draw stuff, because I'm a very bad teacher and I cannot teach anyone with anything, so I don't think I can ever make any tutorial. I'm not gonna draw in the flowers, so. And now I'm going to ink it, and hopefully I'm not gonna mess it up because my hands are very shaky. There you go. And freak, something's wrong. There you go. So this is how I usually draw heads. So there you have it, Hu Tao. This is just the front view. What if I draw in the side view? The side view will look something like this. So this is how I would usually draw the side view. So I would again divide the guidelines. This is the nose, so the nose should be here. It looks something like this. The eyes right here. Looks something like that. And yeah, there you go. That's how I usually draw in the side view. The front view, okay, so if you look at the front view here, you can see that the nose, the way I draw nose is just the shading of the nose, you know. For example, the nose is like this, and I draw in the shading on the side, like so. Or sometimes I would actually skip this part and I just place a dot on the face and call it a day. So those are my two main methods of drawing nose. But as you can see here, the ear. Okay, let's talk about the ear. The way I draw ear, very simple. Okay, so here's the ear. The shape is like this, and it has this thing here, and then I would draw it like this, and I shade in the inside and call it a day. Let me draw it again with more clarity. There you go. That's the ear I draw, and that's it. So since we've already talked about the front and the side, what about an angle? Like look up, look down, look to the side, 3/4 view. Let's talk about that, okay? So again, a sphere, chop off the side, Loomis style, the face. That's the face. It's looking this way, okay? Look, it's looking this way. Now I draw in the face, like so. For most female characters, I would draw in the cheek, like so. So they look cuter, I guess. The cheek. And from that I'll draw in the neck. There you go. So the eyes, nose, mouth, the same thing. Eyes, nose, lips. Who should I draw? Furin. Okay, let's try this. I think I have a method of drawing hair myself, but it's just that I'm not sure if it is the best way to draw hair or not. Is that I draw in the form. For example, Fern. How do you pronounce her name? Fern. So I would draw in the form of the hair. For example, she has 2 strands here. Okay. And then she has bangs around her eyes, eyebrows, which is okay. Her bangs is lower. Let's go lower, just a little lower. So that's the bang. And she has this hair thing that she go at the back, so it's something like that. This hair curl up like so. And then the rest is just her hair dropping down. So since I've already got all of these shape, I will try to trim it, you know, trying to trim it. Like she has this gap, very big gap here. And then she has her hair go inside like so. And she has a hoge, for example, for some reason. I don't know if I should draw it in, but I think I can just leave it go. That's how I draw here. And then you can add in more details like strands, hair clips, strands, just strands, more strands. That's what hair are made of. Hold on, let me just find the original picture of fern. Okay, for example, oh my gosh. Now let's talk about the eyes. Okay, so I usually draw eyes without this part right here, which a lot of anime has this. So typical anime eyes, they has this part right here, this part right there, but I would usually skip that because I don't know why I do that though. It's kind of weird. It's just that my habit is just top lid, the pupil, and then the bottom lid, some eyelashes maybe for the female characters, shading, the eyelid, and that's it. That's how I usually draw it. But so this is Fern. I don't know how to pronounce her name in Japanese. Anyway, let's draw in her eyes. So I have the guidelines here. I draw in the triangle, of course, and then depends on the angle, I would draw in the eyes differently, like so. And then I draw in the pupil, and then I draw in the eyelashes. And then the eyebrow, the eyelid, the nose. Okay, from this side I would like to draw the nose like that, but sometimes I would just add in the shadow like so. I don't know if you guys can see it because I'm drawing very little. Draw the smile, and there you have it. You have Fern from Free Ren. Let's draw in her clothes. Okay, she has this on her neck. She has a coat, and her clothes is like this. I don't know. Just keep it simple, you know, and then I will erase it, turn down the opacity, and start drawing the details. There you go, Fern from Free Ren. Amazing. Not really, I don't know. What do you guys think? This is just how I usually draw heads. Very very simple, very minimalistic. Let's talk about the eyes real quick. I usually draw eyes, no, I mean the pupil, okay? So I don't usually shade it. I was just going to color it in with a white pupil like I just did here, like so. But sometimes if I feel like if I have to draw like a close-up shot or whatever, the eyes would I would draw in a lot of details in the eyes. For example, but I still really like the bright pupil. I think the white pupil. I don't know what's this card, but yeah. But then I will actually draw in the highlights, another highlight, which I will draw in another highlight, which is outside. it's something like this. I don't know if you know it, but yeah, it's something like that. Shading dark on the top and brighter, like so. It's something like this. What do you guys think? Yeah, something like that. So that's how I usually draw the eyes. If someone has this style, but that's just how I usually draw it. Now, since we've done with the head, let's move on to the torso. Okay, so let's talk about torso. Torso, I will be covering this part, this top part only, and not the bottom part right here, because this is the pelvis. So the torso consists of the shoulders, the rib cage, and the belly. So let's break it down. And the torso, I would do it something like this. And since we are drawing the female, the shape is something like this. I'm going to draw in the pelvis for now, so I can show you. So this is what the torso would usually looks like. Let me just fix the neck real quick. The neck looks kind of weird. So let's talk about the torso first, okay? You know what? Let's start from the top, which is the neck. So the neck, whenever I draw a head and I want to connect the head to the shoulder, to draw the neck. So whenever I draw the head like this, for example, this person right here, I would connect from the bottom of the ear, go down diagonally, go down like so, which forms a triangle thing like this, which is the muscle, the neck muscle, and from this point out is the collarbone, right? And from that I just going to connect the rest using feeling, using common sense. There you have it. You have your neck, and it doesn't look weird. So yeah, that's the neck. Okay, let's move on to the rib cage part right here. So the rib cage is basically a circle or an oval. Okay, so the torso from the side looks something like this. So that's the neck, that's the trapezius, and then we have the deltoid here, and this is the rib cage. Okay, that's where I got the shape, and then the pelvis is right down here. There you go. That's what it looks like from the side view. There's this curve right here. Okay, I'm not going to draw the arm because it's going to get in the way, so let's discuss it here. I usually draw female characters with thin figures like this. So if the belly button is somewhere here from the line separating the pelvis and the top, which is right here, the belly button. This is where the leg starts, okay? So the tummy is this part right here. So there's that basic. I'm not very good at explaining this, but so this is the torso basically. This is the basic shape, okay? But the reason why it doesn't look feminine is because you're missing something. You know what it is? Yes, that's the balloons. So my way of drawing the balloon, I cannot say that word because I'm currently in my living room. Okay, so let's draw in the side view too, because it's just as important as the front view. Okay, so the side view, you can see that the rib cage create this kind of shape here. Then there's the belly here. That's where the belly button stay, or the belly button. I don't know. I think the belly button should be like a little bit lower, but I draw it a little bit too high, but you get the point. And there's the trapezius, and then we got the deltoid here, and we got the back shape we're going to talk about the back in the different video too, because I know it's weird. This from the side we have the rib cage here, we have the tummy here, okay, and we got the chest muscle here. I'm going to draw it here so you guys can see what's going on. We're not going to draw in the balloon yet, so the chest muscle, and then we got the rib cage here. So I don't know why I'm explaining anatomy, but this is what I understand, okay? So to draw the rib cage muscle here, you draw in like zigzag line, then you extrude it out, which create this kind of shape right here, which I think is kind of cool. And now let's talk about the thing. How I would usually draw the thing is I draw in when I sketch in my last video, I draw in this kind of shape here, this half cylinder, you know. Yeah, it looks something like this. I put it on the torso, and then you know this is the neck, the trapezius, deltoid here, and then from that I draw in the shape of the chests. This is not I'm not drawing properly here, you know. This is just a demonstration of what the shape is supposed to be. So okay, you see the deltoid here, it stops here, okay? So I draw in the line here. This is where the breast starts, okay? So I draw in 2 circles, and then from that I will actually connect the muscle. I will connect the circle to the muscle, especially more specifically the chest muscle, and from that you got your shape. And then the rest is your choice. You draw in the rest of the torso like so. And there you go. You got your thing, your balloons. Okay, let's talk about the side view. Side view, easy, just the shape, and there you have it. Connect it with the chest muscle like so, the rib cage, and the rest is your choice. Just make sure you learn physics and know how it interacts with the environment. So what I'm gonna do now is to give you an example of a torso drawing, because if you learn, you're gonna practice, right? So Here it is, guys. What do you guys think?